Today we're going to learn how to make bitter gourd. This is an amazing little fruit. To me, I think they look like little animals and prehistoric animals or something. They were super cool. So we've cut them in half, and the seeds that are inside, you can just pop them right out with your fingers. Here's the discards. Oh, the entrails of bitter gourd. And seeds for next year's crop. So now we have all of the gourd ready, and we're going to fry them in mustard oil.
I just, warm the oil first, and then put some asafoetida, just a teeny tiny bit.
Now, what is asafoetida?
I actually don't know. It comes from a plant, but it's pretty strong flavor, and it helps with digestion and to help with, blood purification and all that.
It's used a lot in Indian food.
Yes, It does. It's like it flavors the food also. So that's the first thing that we want to put in. And then we put some cumin seeds and then some coriander powder. So my masalas are from India, so you see a very different version in the stores. And then I have some turmeric.
I love your dish.
Yeah,
that
and
is
then
really cool.
some fennel seeds.
Oh, there's a lot of seed in this.
Yes.
If you do
so
seeds
everything
for
has like a flavors and also medicinal as well. So Indian cooking is all about that. So every food that you cook should also
Is that salt?
heal you. Yes.
Wow.
And I'm putting some salt.
Do we need to get the seeds out of that one?
Not really, because this is kind of a raw seed, so it's still digestible for our body.
So it's not as developed as the other.
Yes.
The other ones were.
Yeah. And then you mix a little bit.
It's interesting how the seasonings just sit in the bottom of the pan, and you didn't really use a lot of oil either.
No.
Just a little to coat them, to lightly coat them.
We can put a lot of masalas if you want. I mean, I'm going to put a lot of coriander powder so that it has a little extra filling, so that it gives a little good, flavor and spices to the masala. So I just put that a lot.
And masala really is just a term used for particular blends of spices.
No, a masala is just what spices are called in India.
Oh,
Yeah.
That explains why there's so many blends.
That's the Indian word. And then I'm going to put some water so that it cooks faster, because we have very time.
Now you grew your own bitter gourd, but if you weren't able to grow them, where would you buy them from? Can you get them dried or frozen, or what are the different?
You can find them frozen, but the Asian markets are the best place to look for them. So if you're really interested, all the Asian markets do sell them.
Yeah, we're not putting those hot peppers in my bitter gourd.
I mean, you
So hot. No, we can't.
and then you just cover it and wait for it for 15 minutes, and then it gets softer, the skin gets softer, and all the masala is going to get into the flavors, everything going to get into the bitter gourd.
Can't wait to see the transformation. Now we're just giving it a quick check, stirring it to make sure the masala is evenly distributed over the bitter gourd. It's looking good. You can already see them shrinking a little bit as they soften. I like the one with the tail. Kind of looks like a rat. We're cooking rats. No, we're not. Just kidding. Here we are. Let's see what we've done. We've been letting it simmer and cook. Oh, they're starting to become a little bit translucent. You can see the colors changing on them.
Put this flame on a little low so that it can cook all the way.
Continue steaming. It's cool how the water all absorbed. Do you think the water evaporated, or do you think the water went into the gourds?
It went into it evaporated. Also, it helped with cooking the gourd faster.
Very cool. Oh, I wish you could smell this. It smells so good. I'm so excited. It's soft. It's getting pliable. It's easy to cut with the spatula. And now come the finishing spices.
So I'm going to put katai. You also call this as amchur powder, and it's sour. So everything that's bitter, amchur, the sour, takes away the bitterness from the sour. So I put plenty so that it just...
Yeah, that's pretty heavy over it. That's probably the most you've used of any one particular...
Masala. And then I'm putting some garam masala. So it always gives a little end of flavor and hotness to the sabzi, to the Karelas.
Yum.
And then we can just cover it for 5-10 minutes.
And let it completely
just, yeah,
soak up all that goodness you just put in the pan. Woohoo! So now we're going to serve this over rice.
Over rice, and it's like a side dish with a dal.
Delicious.
And rice.
And of course, my
Karela.
favorite, yogurt. Yogurt
Yes.
has to be with everything.
Beautiful.
There's nothing more gorgeous than a beautiful plate of bitter gourd. Bitters are so good for the liver and for blood purification. Anything that's liver support is all right by me. Yum, yum, yum. I cannot wait to dig into these.